Okay, so today we'll continue this topic here. So in our previous session, we have discussed about the performance related transaction codes are the system trace ST01. Then ST02 is for the tune summary here. So tune summary ST02 is the tune summary here. In the tune summary, so we can see the buffer swaps, right? So all those things. So let me go to the ST02 here. Here we can see the so buffers, swaps, all those things we have given here. See here how much memory size we have given. So last time for CA buffer we have given the 4000 KB. So now see everything is under the control. There are no swaps are occurred. So previously we have the swaps. Now there are no swaps occurred here. So right. So all these buffers, allocation, swaps, ST02 we can see here. In ST01 we can see the tracing we can switch on and see here. So that is the one. The next one is called the ST03 or ST03n. So this is for the workload analysis. A very important transaction code here. Workload analysis. Workload analysis here. Workload analysis here. In the workload analysis, so here we can see the ST03. So here in the workload analysis, what is mean by workload here? Here, SAP systems related load we can monitor here. SAP systems related load we can monitor here. SAP systems load means, so here, so see here, you can see the screen here, workload monitor here. In the workload monitor, if you go to the total, so here we can see the day wise, what is the utilization here. So weekly, day wise, weekly wise, and monthly wise. So monthly wise analysis. So we can see the analysis here. So here, so last 10 minutes, last 5 minutes, 15 minutes, entire your SAP system load, we can evaluate the system load here. Here we can evaluate the system load here. We can evaluate the system load, all those things we can evaluate here. See here, if we go to the, so here day wise, suppose, so 14th, 13th, so here we can see the date here. So 17th, I think 15th, 16th is still not generated. So it will be generated day one, day plus it will be generated the previous days, but still it's not generated. Maybe let's see. So, but you can see the total. So weekly, so monthly. So here we can calculate. If you double click it here, it will show the results here. It will show the results here. Here entire 14th October 14th date. So here you can see the so response times here. Response times here. Here the majorly we need to look at the dialogue response time here. So this is the response time, average response time here. Dialogue average response time 241 milliseconds here. 241 milliseconds. So average on the day in the 14th October, on 14th October Saturday, last Saturday. So what is the response time of the dialogue here? Why? Because here dialogue work process are the responsible to calculate. Dialogue work process are the major work process here. Those are the responsible for processing the all the dialogue request. Why? Because here who will pick up the user request? Dialogue work process. So dialogue work process will take the user request. It will process the all the user request and everything here. So that's the reason here we can see the so average processing time here. So your processing time not more than 2 minutes here actually. So not any here not more than 2 minutes. 2 minutes means how many milliseconds? Anyone? Let me calculate. 2 minutes means how many milliseconds?
7200.
7200. 241 milliseconds means so if you calculate 241 into minutes, how much it will come? Let me convert.
0.24 seconds, sir.
Right?
240 milliseconds means 0.24 seconds.
You are Superman. Super Sudeep. Yeah.
Thank you, Andy.
Okay, so it's not more than 2 minutes, right? If any request, it's not, it should not be more than 2 minutes. Some organizations, they will set the threshold like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. Some organizations not more than 1 minute. So actually it's more than, not more than 2 minutes. So what if it's a more than 2 minutes means your system response is very bad. Very bad means it's not processing very speed. So means system response is very slow. Why? Because why we are only checking the dialog average response time means here dialog work process are the responsible to process the user request. So dialog work process pick up your user request, right? Then then checking the buffers. So how much time it is waiting. So roll in time, roll out time. So all the times, the average response time is 241 milliseconds on the Saturday. It's a more than 247 seconds. Then which time, where it got stuck the most of the time. Those things again in deeply we have to calculate it here. But here it's a very less. Maybe when you see in the third also it's a 3 means Friday. Friday also a little bit increased here. What about the Thursday? Thursday also it's very less. What about the Wednesday? Wednesday also day 240. So it's average. So it's not more than 1 minute, right? It's not more than 1 minute. So it's good. So system is behaving very good. So which means here always as a day-to-day activity, we need to take the last previous day work, the dialogue response time, we have to take it here. 210, something like that, we have to take it. So like that, we need to give this value to the customer here. But because customer will not go and check the, so this response time and everything, right? Customer will hide us basis team. So as a basis consultant, you need to monitor the, so you need to monitor here. For that one, you need to go to the, system, then you need to check it out here. So this is the previous days here. So this is the previous days here. If you go to the detailed analysis, then you can give the custom value here. So suppose like yesterday's value, we can give it here. Suppose Monday I want, so Monday total load, total starting from 002, then to 23, 59. Yesterday's total load I want here. So custom range also we can select it. I mean to say custom range also we can select it here. So there is no data found. So something got deleted. So data is not generated here. Maybe it may take time, I guess. So we have to wait till then. So custom range, we have to take it out. Custom range. Maybe let's see the Fridays, Sunday load also not calculated. I think systems are down or something is happened. So that's why maybe we'll see the today's load here. 17th. Today's also load not generated here. Okay. So only that load is generated. So yeah, the basically we can take the custom interval, whatever the timelines you want to take it out, you can take the custom time interval. So we can take it out here in the detailed analysis. In the last minute load, we can take it out. We can give the values here from date and to date. Then date we can give it. Just click on the filter. The data will be displayed here. Same data, whatever the data is displaying here, same data will be displayed here. Here we can see the how many number of dialog steps here. So 257 steps here. So steps means, dialog step means you are navigating from one transaction code to one screen to another transaction code, another screen. That is called the one dialog step. One dialog step. So that is the one thing here. That is the one thing here. Yeah, that is the one thing here. So that thing we can monitor it here. That thing we can monitor it here. The times, average processing, how much, what is the average processing time, CPU time, DB time. So here, so DB time, wait time, roll in time, roll wait time. So here, all the times we can monitor. All the times we can monitor it here. All the times we can monitor it here. Okay. So that is the one thing here we should be aware of here. That is the one thing here we should be aware of here, right? That is the time profile. So, and also not only here, just response times, processing time, wait, these are not only times here. Here we can also check on the day what are the things are happened, what are the reports are executed, what are the jobs are executed, each job how much time. So each time how much time it's taken. So here each job, how much time it's taken. So on the 14th, 002, 23rd, in the last 24 hours, how much time it's taken for the each report, each job here. So what is the response time? All the information will be displayed. So what things are happened in the on the day, in the entire 24 hours, what are the transactions, what are the reports, what are the jobs are executed, each job, how much time it's taken, all the information is provided. All the information is provided here. Suppose you want to check, suppose here the total, see here average response time here we can filter. Okay, here we can filter, this is the average processing time here. So here if you double click it, it will give the information who executed this transaction, this job name, basis user. So who executed, when executed, what time. So all the information will be displayed here. Suppose you want to check, so this is who executed. So this is also basis user. If you double click it, who executed this one, this is also basis user here. This is also basis user here. And also if you see here, so here each and every transaction who executed, so all the information will be displayed here. If you just check this one, this is also basis user here, right? This is also basis user here. So all the information will be displayed here, right? So this is the one. So if you go to the time profile, so in the time profile on 14th, in the time profile in the 14th, 00 to 6th hour, how many steps are executed, how many steps are executed, and which hour. Previously we have seen in the transaction profile what transactions are executed during this time, each transaction code, how much response time, right? One step before, one step further, we dig the analysis. So in the 14th, what transactions are executed. In the one more step before, then in each hour, in which hour, what transactions response time here. This has been executed in the, so average response time is very high in the 7 to 8. In between time, the average response time is very high here. In the hour, in the period 7 to 8 system time, in the 7 to 8, so which response time here? In the 7 to 8, what are the reports are executed? In the 7 to 8, the app index calculate one of the job which is causing the very high response. Then after that system, after that batch, after that what SLD. So after that what transaction codes, you have the clear data here. All the clear transactions, jobs, what executed, how much time it's taken. If you take average top 5, so these are the top 5 transactions which took the average response, system time of this one. Took the system time of this one here, right? Then 2021, 2021 4. So these are the response times here. Response times here. Okay. So these are the system response time here. Okay. So here, yeah. So these things we can find, we can monitor, we can check in the systems. So in which cases we have to go for the this deep analysis. So sometimes your client or customer or user says, yesterday on Monday at the 10th to 11th hour, system response is very bad. So can you find out what has been executed during that time? Then who are the users are logged in? So like that, they ask you to analyze it. It's yesterday, right? So how can we do the analysis? But here we can monitor. Here we can do the analysis in ST03 transaction code. Here we can check the load analysis, workload analysis. We can check it out here. So in the time profile, using the time profile, in which time? So he mentioned like 3 to 4. Okay. In the 3 to 4. Okay. This is the 3 to 4, 0 to 6 hour. So in the 0 to 6 hour, so 9 to 10, 9 to 10 he mentioned, right? So then, so suppose like this is the 7 to 8. Okay. In this time, in the 19 to 20, in this time, there is system response is very bad. In this case, we can see the in the entire 9 to 1 hour, how many transactions are executed. Okay, these are the transactions are executed. In this, take the top 5 or top 10 here. Maybe top 5 we will take. In the top 5, this is the very huge one. In this case, who executed this transaction? We can check this job copy and check who executed, how much time, why it is taking the longer time here. You can see all the times are available here, right? So this way we can check the who executed and what executed, the average response time, basis user executed. So this is a very high response time here. So average processing time. So this one we can, like this we can see and we can inform to the our management. So what happened during that time in the system. Okay. This way we have to do the our analysis in the ST03n transaction code. Okay. Got it? Any questions, anyone?
Sir, if we want to look into particular user uses, then
So particular user means, so then we have to trace it here. First of all, user based, not the user based here. Here timelines based, which user consumed the, which user caused the issue. Like this, we can find out here. So like this, we can find out here. So you want to find out the user based, then we have to go for the different transaction code here. There is a SUIM, that is a different transaction code. So there we can filter it out the users. So here, so user logon, here we cannot find out much, but here we can find out when was the last user logon date happened. So all the what, so all the information we can find out, but it's not much. Here you can see, so Anvesh, Amnika, Arjun, Arun, basis admin, BTP, all are logging. When was the last log on date here? This is the last log on date. This is the who were logged into the yesterday, day before yesterday. When was the they have logged in? So today these users are logged in. Shankar, basis, and basis admin. So yesterday up to here, these users are frequently logging here. So this user is locked, DDS user is locked here. Then Sudeep user, right? Ambika user, last logon dot 25th09. Then Arun, 24th, he is logging. So then BTP 20. This is the from concept wise, but here most of the things we can find out from here in the ST03 only. ST03 we can find out the information, not the user based, just but hours based. So and day based we can find out, not the users based. Users based means just go to the here, just find out the here user maybe. So basis, suppose take example basis. So 16th or 14th, okay. User only basis user on the day. Let's see, it is pulling the data now. Yes. So basis user defined basis user on particular day. So these are the things they have executed. One is the background job level we are maintaining. So dialog mode we are executing here. So RFC, these are the things user based. User based, what are the tasks he executed? So how many steps, average response time, all the information we got it here. We can find out here. So if you just check the time profile, the same user. So in the same user, what he executed. So you can see the all the information here. Once you got the, if you just click on the time profile in this profile, you will see the all the information here on the day. So the 5th, 5:10, 5:05. So you can see the hourly wise time here, starting from 5th, 5 o'clock to 23rd. We executed all those things here. So what transactions he executed? So you can see the list here. So then based upon the here filter, you can find out from here. Suppose for example, so we'll see the BTP. BTP is the one of the user here, right? So here what we can do, 14th 002 25th BTP user. Just pick whether he logged in during the time or not on the 14th.
Sir, even if somebody raised the ticket, like I am facing some maintenance, that means a slow problem. So by the time also we need to check this one, no?
Right. So anything analysis, slowness, or so anything we have to go to the ST03. Here we have to find out the information.
Okay. According to their name, username and
Right.
client.
Right. So here you can see BT with the BTP user, we don't have nothing. Nothing is found here. Maybe let me come Sudeep. Let's see. Most of the we are using the basis user, right? That's why only basis user we are getting the data. Some other external users are there, but it's pulling the data. See here, it is giving the 3 dots means it's pulling the data here. It's processing, no data found. Let me give DDIC.
Sir, only if a particular user is facing the slowness, then also the same scenario, sir.
Yeah, first of all, we need to check whether it is. So here we need to technically we need to think here. Only that user or it is impacting the all users here. All users are working fine. Only that particular user means, first of all, we can rule out the, it's not the system issue, right? But because others it is working, only this user is having the slowness means, this user is slowness means, so this user slowness means we need to check the, so why it is slowness for this user. So this user having any response time issue, anything is wrong, so that thing we need to find out here. So that is
Maybe
the
network also one of the reasons, sir.
network, user side network also. So user side network, user side some laptop related issues, network issues, all those things we have to consider here. Why? Because first of all, single user is facing the issue means, first of all, we need to check what about the other users. Go to the AL08 and see whether other users are able to work. Yes, I can see few people are in the ST02, AL08. They are using the system. They are working fine. No issues, no dumps. Any dumps are occurring for that users? Check. No dumps in the system. Nothing is generating. It's a fresh. It's a different error again. So previous dumps are gone, but now again, different error here. Large time difference. You need to fix these errors. So who will pick up these errors? Someone fix that errors. Okay, dumps are occurring. So like this, we need to find out any dumps are occurring or not. So, and also SM21C, how the system is behaving. So like that, you need to check here. Many operating system called basis user, TMS, ADM user are errors here. So that is fine here. So like that, we need to investigate. If it is the issue with the all the users, then system issue. One user, it's not the system issue. Then we need to check with the user. So from user side, we have to take the screen sharing and check network issue, network connectivity, whether he is able to open the SAP screen or not. It's a very slowness, is network issue or whatever the issues. So we need to check it out. Other users, it's working fine. Only one user means it's not the system issue. User side, something wrong. So that we have to guide them. We have to inform to them. Okay.
Okay, sir. But sir, can we check deadlocks and blockings here? Or,
Yeah. Yeah, in SM12, you can check the locks, right? Deadlocks means DB level deadlocks. So SAP locks means SM12. DB level deadlocks, now it will come. So the next transaction code is called the ST04. ST04. This is called the DB performance. DB performance. Then ST05 is called the so that is the trace. This is also tracing. ST01, ST05. ST01 is called the system trace. ST05 is called the performance trace. Performance trace. Here we can take it out, right? Then we have the ST06. Then DB01. So all DB01, ST04 are so DB01, DB02, then DB12, DB13, then DB. So all this transaction code DB14. So all this transaction code, if you use it, or there is a one new transaction code DBACOCKPIT transaction code. If you use all, or so all, you can just use the DBACOCKPIT one. Both are same. If you use the DBACOCKPIT, then you can open the all the screens at a time. Or you can just also open the ST04, then all will be opened. So this is the replace. This is the new transaction code DBACOCKPIT, replacement of the DBA related, database related monitoring. All these are the database related. ST03 is for the SAP workload analysis. ST04 is the so DB load analysis, DB performance analysis here. So if you go to the ST04, just to go to the ST04 here you will see the you can see the database related things here. Okay, so that is the one you can see here system performance, right? Space, backups, configuration, jobs, it's all are the DB related, all the DB related here. So just if you use the ST04, right? If you just use the DB01, the same screen will open here. So same screen will open here, right? Same screen, see here, same screen, all these things are the same screen here. All these things are the same screen here, right? So then we go to the DB02, The same screen will be opened here. The same screen is opened here. Same screen is opened here. DB02. Then so DB12, DB13. This all are the DB related, or just use the one transaction called DBA cockpit here. DBA cockpit here. In the DBA cockpit also, you will get the same sessions, right? Same tab, same session here. So DBA cockpit is the transaction code here. DBA cockpit is the same transaction code here. Here in this transaction code, we can monitor the database related. Database related means, sir, do I need to go to the database level to monitor? No need. Just to open the you need, for database, you need to go to the database level. You have to monitor, but no need to go here. If you have the SAP level access, just to open the DBA cockpit. Here you can see the database related information. So just you can see the database related, all the tabs, you can see it here. All the tabs, you can see it here. Database related monitoring, performance, system configurations, DBA connections. So calendar, DBA calendar here. So calendar, right? So then performance, DB related performance here. So logs, DB deadlocks. We discussed about the DB deadlocks. So DB deadlocks, we can see any deadlocks or blocking locks are enabled or not here. Here we can find out here. Database memory. So all the memory related, database related memory things, we can see it from here. So then IO performance, input output, we can find out from here. So all those things in the DBA cockpit, we can monitor it here. So normally DB01 is for the DB logs, separate logs, we can monitor it here. DB02 space monitoring. So space for that monitoring we can see. DB12 is for the backup history. DB13 for DB planning calendar. DBA planning calendar, right? DB14 database performance. DB performance. So all these things individually, if you want to monitor all these transaction codes, we have to use it, right? Instead of just to use the DBA cockpit, you can open the all those things in the one screen here. You can open it here, right? So performance, DB performance here. So here you can see the DB performance. Here we can monitor the database related things here. Logs, memory, history. History also we can see it here. DB collect history, blocking history logs, statement history logs, indexes, database. This all will covered in the database topic time. Right? Space history here. Space, what is the space? Total space, allocated space, and free space. Free space is the 123 MB only, which means 99% is already occupied the database here. So log backups here, right? So single table analysis. We can also analyze the single table, largest tables in the database level. So if you want to see the largest tables, how many are the largest tables and their respective sizes, we can find out from here. See here, largest tables in that. So repo load is the very largest table. Then repo SRC. Then next this job, this one. These all are the tables. See here, each table how much space MB it is used. So you can see it here. So here also we can see the fast growing tables. Which tables are growing very fast? Growing means increasing very fast here. So that type of analysis. So everything we can find out in the, so we can find out from here. Top 40 largest tables here, fast growing. So here we can find out the top growing tables here. Growing means increasing very fastly. It is the data is inserting into this table level. Those are the fast growing tables. Those tables also we can see it from here. You don't need database level to access. Just go to the SAP level, execute this single DBA cockpit. You will get all those things here. And the auditing additional functions, history, backups, recovery, jobs, alerts. So all those things will covered in the database level, but we are discussing about the transaction codes in the SAP level. But here also we can monitor the DB related things, database related space. Database means it will store the data, but space is there, it will store data. If there is no space, then how it will be store the data, right? The space is there in the bucket, it will store the water. But if there is no space, how that water will be stored? Then here we need to find out what are the largest tables, fast growing tables, performance, system landscape, backups, configurations, what are the jobs are running, what are the critical alerts in the database level. So all those things we can find out. All those things we can find out in the system level. We can find out from here, right? So that's why DBA cockpit, if you use the DBA cockpit, so all this transaction code can be useful. All this transaction can be helpful to you, right? You don't need to suffer for DB logs. You don't need to use the DB log. Just use the DBA cockpit. DB02 space monitoring, space, just use the space. So performance, ST04, right? Backups, DB1312. Then, so configurations, jobs. So each and everything is a separate transaction code here. But here you don't need to go for that one. Just use the DBA cockpit. All will be opened. All the data will be opened here. See here, this is taking this much of time here. Here, while executing the transaction code, here we can see the, so memory is okay, 82%, CPU 20% is average here. So here, which one is using here? ANA Studio. So it is using, so very less, but still it is retrieving the table history. Since first time we are using this DBA cockpit, all those things, so it's taking time to open the data. So if you open the single transaction code ST04, then so this will be opened in the same section only. So same section DBA cockpit only, right? So here you will see the database related things and everything here. This is also getting the overview data here. This is the DB performance analysis data here. You will get the data here directly. If you will go to the performance, this is the ST04 data here. Then ST04 is the DB performance monitor here. So our DB14, if you go to the DB14 here, DB14 is nothing is there here. DB14, I think supported. DB14 is not there. So they have removed, I think, this one. DB15 is there. DB15. Table and archiving objects. This is not required for you, can ignore it. Okay, so DB14 is not there. You can ignore this one, DB14. They have removed this transaction code. That's why just to use the DB related, if they ask you any questions, just to execute, just tell the using the DBA cockpit, we can see the functionalities. Using the DBA cockpit, we can see the functionalities of the database related anything we can monitor it here. DBA cockpit here, right? DBA cockpit here. See here, now we got the results here. Top growing tables, top 2830 growing tables in schema per day. See here, table name. So today, see here how much table. So today, see the data here. So and delta. So reserved. So how much data it is increasing. So So all the information you got it here. See here, data delta means this much of data increased per day, this much of data is getting increased in our systems. See here, USR12. So all those things you can see here. These all are the fast growing tables, means so it's growing very fast. It's going very fast. It's growing very fast. So it's growing very fast here. Here also we can see the size history, table history. We go to the stored procedures, backups. So it's all are DB related things. The basically database related things. If they ask you anything, you need to tell the answer like DBA cockpit. In the DBA cockpit, we can monitor the all those things in the here. Otherwise, when the time of some other tools also is there, like DB Studio, HANA Studio for the database related things, we can monitor it here. Otherwise, they will ask you if you don't have HANA Studio access, what is the transaction code you will monitor from the database related things, DBA cockpit. Okay, one transaction code DBA cockpit is for the database related things and everything we can monitor from here. Okay, so here we can analyze it, table name, what is the delta. So you can analyze it, all the data in the graphical level, we can analyze it here. So just you have the graphs are there, or you can export to the Excel sheet. You can print it. You can also take the printouts. So you can also export. So all those things we can do it from in the graph level, in the graphic level, we can analyze it here. All those things we can analyze it here in the graphical level. We can analyze it here, all those things, right? So this is also possible here in SAP level. If you want to export to the spreadsheet, Excel sheet, we can also export here. You can also Excel, just Excel. So you can just export to the your Excel sheet also. You can export and you can provide to the your manager. So see here, it is exporting to the Excel also. So like that, so we can also export the data, the analysis data, we can export for analysis purpose. Okay. So here, basically DB related anything they ask you questions, you can just tell like DBA cockpit. DBA cockpit is the transaction code here. Okay. Those things you need to check it out. Okay. So that is the DBA cockpit. Okay. So just to monitor up to here. Tomorrow I will tell you the few other transaction codes, but here ST03 and DBA cockpit, these two you can practice it because it's very much useful. So just you can monitor it here. Okay, most of the questions will come from here. Okay, you have to monitor all those things here. Okay, each and every transaction code you need to execute and you have to monitor. Okay.